So when I think to the future, we really want to become what the community of women need. And they need more housing, they need more immigration services, they need more language capacity, they need more supports for employment, they need more clinical supports, they need more recovery supports. That's what we want to provide. I'm excited because the demand is so great. I mean, every day there are new women in our shelter. I recognize that there are new faces. Our staff recognizes that, but we quantify that in a survey where we know that like over 40% of our guests in the past several years have been new to Women's Lunch Place. Just earlier today I was looking at a graph of the number of advocacy visits that we've had over a long period of time, and it's unbelievable, like that upward trajectory. I mean, I could today hire 3 new advocates and they would be busy. I mean, there's so much work to be done in terms of really building the relationships with the woman so that you can get her on a new pathway, and that can't get done through an Excel spreadsheet. As much as I love an Excel spreadsheet, but that's I think balancing the growth in philanthropy with the need is what I think motivates and drives us.
We need the language capacity to connect to people. We've recently added Haitian Creole, Mandarin, Cantonese, more Spanish. On the clinical level, we'd like to add more Spanish and Haitian Creole. I mean, that is, something that we're hearing from the guests that would be very helpful. I mean, there are language lines, but it kind of doesn't have the personal effect of connecting with a guest and then being able to kind of help them further their journey. And I think the other thing that staff recognize is that we're in the midst of a housing crisis, and we provide housing search and stabilization services for our guests, but we need to be part of the solution to creating more affordable housing with supportive services. I mean, because this is what we do well. And, housing is critical to moving a woman forward in their journey, but then supporting them with services to continue to become more self-sufficient is key.
As far as housing goes, we've already started to build a foundation, but we know that we will have to, bring in and develop expertise in housing and program management to broaden the model of Women's Lunch Place, to bring all the good things that we do in these 4 walls to the walls of the home that these women will live in. I think one of the things that we focus on in the city of Boston is not that we can perhaps end and get to a 0 point of homelessness, but that we can make it rare, brief, and non-recurring. That's what we've done for women in the past, several decades, and that's what we'll continue to do, to limit the number of women who fall into crises or the depth of their crises. And that's really where we kind of focus our work, so that we can live into that rare, brief, and non-recurring.